everyone. So I was stalling because Danny's not here yet. So what to do? She should be here soon. I actually have no idea what she's doing because I was literally just talking and texting with her. But hi, everybody. I feel like it's been a long time no see. Oh, now she wants to show up. Oh, sure. Oh, sure. And then I said something, then she immediately left. Oh, she's here. I digress. It feels like it's been a long time since we talked, but I don't think so. Were we here last week? Did somebody tell me? Like, were we here? Was there a show last week? I can't remember. I've been traveling, doing a lot of different stuff. There she is.
Are you live?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. I'm glad I asked.
You know what?
I had to wash my hair. Today's been a long day, okay? I didn't even think, I'm going to be on camera until just right now. So.
Oh, I'm sure.
Can you relax? What happened to hello? How are you?
That's reserved for people who get here like semi on time.
Yeah. In my defense, AEW wasn't on time. So how was I supposed to know what time
they weren't? That's fair, but we also expect this from them.
You don't expect it from me?
Well, they're not running the Dynamite Diaries, Dan.
Neither am I.
Oh, I'm sure.
Anyways, how's everybody doing?
I was just about to say, I said, did we have a show last week?
Yeah.
We did. Okay, cool.
Wait.
Time has not been real to me lately.
Who was there? What happened last week?
Oh, we did have a show last week.
Never you know what I remember about last week? Last week they announced Kenny Omega was going to be here this week.
They did.
I don't know what else happened last week. I'm sorry to you.
Yeah, they did. Honestly, it's just because the last thing I vividly remember is like the week before. Like I remember Willow winning the title. And
I remember nothing.
Oh, well, I ain't say all that now, but
guys, is the audio any better? That's the real question. Because I have things we can try if it's not.
They called me crazy things last year. I mean, not last
year. They weren't wrong, though. I went to re-listen to it. I was like, damn, that's rough.
Is this better?
Yeah. We need someone to wait. No, Lyric, that's worse. I can hear my echo on you.
Huh? Can you hear it now?
No, that's whatever you're doing is not working.
It's not.
Go back to how you had it at the beginning.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
Is it?
Lyric, you messed it up. It's echoing now. Yeah, Jalen's right. It's echoing even to me. I feel like Icarus. I shouldn't have messed it.
Oh man.
So we're late. You can't hear us. What else? We don't have any memory of the show.
Well, we remember the Tonight Show.
Well, yes, because it just happened. Welcome to the Dynamite Diaries, everybody. My name's Dani. Her name's Lyric. And today, we're going to talk about All Elite Wrestling's Dynamite. But first, we have a lot of things to talk about that have nothing to do with wrestling. First and foremost, the theme of tonight's episode is concerts. Because it seemed like everybody named Mama on tour at the moment. Or it's just announced a tour, or it's planning on tours. So, fuck! You know, you ever just, like, lose the thing in your hoodie? That really made me sad.
Yes. Yeah, I hate that, actually.
Me too. I'm going to take the whole string out now because I'm mad. Anyway. So, yeah. Who's going on tour? Harry, it seems, will be on tour. Zayn's going on tour. That's big for me. Bruno's BTS, on tour.
That's crazy.
Going on tour. Yeah, I'm like, look, it's a little bit crazy, and it's not reflective of the current economic state.
At all. No, of course not.
Because where's this money coming from? You know what else I said? I shared a controversial take earlier this week that I wanted to share. And we'll talk about, favorite concerts, worst concerts, best concerts, all of that. First, I want to come on here and share with the world that Multiply, Ed Sheeran, Wembley version truly is one of the best albums ever created. And you might say, "Oh, Danielle, Ed Sheeran." It's because you guys watch pro wrestling, and there's not a lot of overlap between pro wrestling and other good taste. There's really not.
You're
That's a
correct.
good album. I don't care. Oh, Danielle, it's corny. There are some classics on that song, on that track, and fucking, you're not hearing him. English Rose in the extended version, Terry C. You're not hearing him. Like Bloodstream. Come on.
I saw him on tour when he opened for Taylor Swift during the Red Tour, and he was doing Plus at that time. That was the Plus tour. I remember when he broke in the States.
He's coming to the nearest city around me, and I'm like, I simply must be there. I simply must. And I don't care. I don't care if it's corny. Me and that Ginger go way back, way back. He was my top artist on Spotify for like a decade because I would study to his music. So, Lyric, what are some of your favorite concerts you've ever been to, and what's the worst concert you've ever been to?
Oh, okay. Best, Beyonce, obviously.
That's different.
Janet Jackson.
Ooh.
Janet Jackson was amazing. J. Cole's For Your Eyes Only tour.
All right.
Enough.
I'm talking about
J. Cole's For Your Eyes Only tour. It was fantastic. It was a very intimate concert experience that I really loved. Like, I was in the nosebleeds in a gigantic arena, and when he did like the last song, which is For Your Eyes Only, it felt like he was talking directly to me. And Erykah Badu on the Baduism 25th anniversary show. That was fantastic, that tour. Who else is fantastic? I've seen plenty of people. Like, I liked Ariana Grande when I saw her.
She was good. I saw her. She was still black. So that album was. I mean, it was good, but I was like, girl, hit them high notes. But
I saw her on the Sweetener World Tour.
No, it was before that.
Who else was good? I liked Taylor Swift when I saw her in the early years. Like, I saw her on the Speak Now and Red Tour. That's how I choose to remember her.
Best way.
Who else?
Best concert I've ever been to is Paramore. They were fantastic, start to finish. I loved it. I could have lived in that arena. That wasn't that long ago. Last year before. Paramore's up there. Beyonce, of course. Who else did I say? I saw Migos on a school night when I was in high school. That was fun because I wasn't supposed to be there, Who else? One Direction, of course, meant the world to me. And
I'm so jealous.
You know what's funny about going to see One Direction? Like, whether or not I got to see One Direction was dependent on my sister, because like I was getting really good grades at the time, but my sister, who was really smart, wasn't really locked into school, and so it was a bribe. They were like, if you do really well, then you and Danielle can go to One Direction. And I was like, that's not fair. Like, why don't I get to go because I'm already locked in?
Yeah.
So it was a lot of bullying that semester, but luckily she pulled it out. One Direction. 5 Seconds of Summer is good in concert.
You went to 5 Seconds of Summer?
I've been to 5 Sauce like 3 or 4 times.
Wow.
They come here a lot. Jonas Brothers are fun. They're consistently fun. Who else is there? I'm trying to think of I know I've seen some older people. Guys, I told you about my experience seeing Pentatonics in concert in December. That was elite.
I have. Well, I can't. I actually have my worst concert story. I can't tell on here.
What? Why? Oh my god.
I think I've told you personally before, but if not, I'll review after this.
Oh.
But what's my next to worst?
Yeah.
21 Savage.
Oh, I can believe
21
that.
Savage. I've seen 21 Savage twice. Once when he performed at University of South Carolina's homecoming, my was my sophomore year. Terrible. And then my senior year, he performed at the Forbes Under 30 Summit while I was there. God awful. I actually got up after the second song and I just went back to my hotel. And I say this, it really does pain me to say this because as far as rappers go, I don't listen to a lot of like trap rappers still. I love 21 Savage. Savage Mode 2, I feel is a absolute Atlanta rap masterpiece. I have it on vinyl. I just brother, terrible performance. But that was also before he started hanging out with Cole. And so I heard that people said that after A Lot came out, he started taking himself more seriously as a performer. I just couldn't pay money to see if that was true after he disappointed me twice.
And I understand that too.
So yeah, 21 Savage was rough. You know who I did get to see though? Who performed at homecoming my freshman year? Ray Shrimmer. Right.
I was literally listening to them this morning.
But it was at the peak, like right after Black Beatles went viral. Like right when Black Beatles went viral.
I'm so jealous. Our homecomings were always fucking lame. Like our homecoming.
What did y'all used to get?
Huh?
What y'all used to get?
Okay, so mind you, the first year we didn't have a homecoming because it was 2020. The second year we had like a half homecoming because it was 2021. You know, everybody's right back in COVID. And I only graduated in 3 years, so I only ever got one. It was Young Gravy. Which you know what? Let me say this. I had fun. Is that an A-list celebrity by any means? No. And did y'all have the budget to not play in my face like that? Absolutely. Did I have fun?
Hey, one year, who did they have? They had some random pop artist that nobody knows anymore because I can't remember her name. But the opener was Ayaz. And so they play replay. Like, keep in mind, we don't know nothing else. But when they play Shawty's like a melody in my head.
I'm like, sometimes all you need is to have fun. I'm trying to think who else was bad. I've been to a lot of like, I wouldn't say like festivals, but you know, like it'll be like, oh, like the Summer Jam Ball or like XYZ. Yeah. So I've seen a bunch of people who were shit in those settings, but like I didn't pay for those. Like,
I have a story about bad festivals. Roots Picnic, terrible.
I believe that.
But the thing is, I've heard that they've gotten better just because so many people stopped going because they kept having so many bad years in a row. I went in 2022 and every performer was running an hour and a half behind.
Oh god. See, I can't do that shit. That's how Migos was. But they said, and the thing was, it was a school night. So they were like 2 hours behind, and then they were like, no, we got trapped in an elevator. And turns out they actually did get trapped in an elevator. They had to call the fire department. Who was bad? Okay, I have 21 Pilots was not good, but it wasn't their fault. It was because half the shit in the building didn't work. So like half of the audio was, like the pyro was kind of off. Like it wasn't their fault. They were great in the moments we could hear them, but it was just not a good production. Who else? Harry Love on Tour. Phenomenal.
It was. Oh, I thought you were about to say it wasn't good.
No, I'm sorry. Phenomenal. I could live there too. So I think, who do you want to see? Who else is like left for you?
Left for me, Lady Gaga, Kendrick Lamar. Those are like two of like my. I need to. Now she's never going to go on tour again, but I mean, my ultimate artist that I would want to see, Barbra Streisand and Stevie Wonder.
Oh yeah.
Like
well, I'll tell you about that later. Our Stevie Wonder story. What's left for me?
Harry Styles is left for me.
Oh yeah.
Harry is left for me.
Lyric, we gotta go together.
Yes, that's why they need to drop these Wembley information.
Tony Khan, if you're listening, and I know you are, because who isn't? Drop the fucking Wembley dates. over the course of the summer, just so I could see if Harry's on there. Ain't nobody give a fuck about your little show. I'll be there too, but nobody give a fuck about your little show, right? This is about serious business. I need to see. Shakira is like, I love her. When I was younger, like, you would have thought that I was like, I could have run a Stan account for her when I was like in elementary school. She was the girl for me. And Bad Bunny, I would pay exorbitant amount of money to see Bad Bunny. Benito.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who else would I want to see. I have seen Maxwell. Maxwell was a really good show. Really good show. Who else haven't I seen? Mm-hmm. Like I said, Harry Styles would really do a lot for me. You know what? Now, if Miley Cyrus does go on tour for this 20th anniversary of Hannah Montana, yeah.
If that actually happens, you guys truly don't understand. Like,
it's gonna get nasty.
It's going to get. If y'all think Ticketmaster rough now, like, if there is a Hannah Montana anniversary tour, you're gonna see the worst sides of humanity, myself included.
You get the limo out front.
Oh, wait, ooh. And I saw some people be like, oh, it needs to be 25 plus. If y'all think I'm not going to jump you, maybe 21 so everybody can have a drink in their hand. But if y'all think...
I forgot. You're not...
Okay. You know what? This is why... You know what? I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to...
You're going to say, this is why you call me your elder? Yeah. Bro, Dani's been getting this off recently, calling me and other people over age 25 her elders.
Is it not true? Is it not true? Come on.
You're sick. But yeah,
an infant is crazy.
I am really sad that I didn't get to see I wanted to go to Megan's first tour. Like, it looked like it was so much fun, the Hot Girl Summer tour. I really wanted to go. Same thing. I wanted to go to Sabrina Carpenter's tour. I wanted to go to the Short and Sweet tour a lot. Yeah, because
I like her, but I really like her. I don't love her enough to spend the money that those tickets cost. I'm like, Bad Bunny I love. Harry Styles I love. Those, like, I don't know what body part I'm gonna have to sell to get in, but I'm gonna be there.
I think
the only reason. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say the biggest problem that I face is that in South Carolina, for the most part, nobody really comes here. So I have to decide if, like, it has to, what's life and death, because to see any major artist requires a trip. Like, I have to book a flight, or I will have to literally leave, cross state lines, and so it just gets to a point to where, especially if my finances ain't really in a great state, there's only really like one person who can really hit that override button. Like, and that's Beyonce. Like, if Beyonce goes on tour, then yeah, like, it doesn't matter what's going on. It is what it is. Wait, who's going to what? They said Hobbs going to WWE. Let me go read. I gotta go read that for myself. Hold on. BRB, you start talking to me.
Look, I've heard that they want him.
I just confirmed. We need to know.
I will look, guys. That's not funny.
Like, don't play like that.
Don't say that to me right now.
Oh,
I know that they want him.
Oh,
is it true?
They said Powerhouse Hobbs' deal with AEW is up at midnight, and WWE sources believe he's headed there. Oh. He still got the belt.
Midnight is crazy.
Y'all could tell Hangman he could have booked that match tonight. Oh, he did. I forgot they taping it tonight. Oh, I'm sorry. say something? No. Can I say something? Hey, also, yes, Hangman Grand Slam champ soon. Hey, we always win. We always win. But the fact that World Wrestling Entertainment has been doing egregious things for the last 2 years. I'm talking about egregious, nasty things, especially in the name of black men. But now that business is starting to fall by the wayside, Captain Cody isn't doing it for you no more. We now suddenly taking a chance on black people. You know? And here's the thing. I'm not saying none of these people are not deserving. They should have been pushed years ago. And here's the thing. I'm not saying that AEW has done completely right by Hobbs, because he should have been up higher on the card. Many of us have said this, you know? But at the same time, where did all this goodwill come from? I would like to know that.
And I agree with you there. Let me add this. This one hurts for a lot of reasons. One, because I think Hobbs is so talented, and I don't watch WWE. So to me, I'm like, damn, like, Godspeed, soldier. That's a send-off to me. But I think he's super talented. I really do. I said it literally earlier this week, but I think the world's his oyster. I do. And it also hurts because we're black. I don't want black people to leave. Like, come on, guys. No. Out. Also, you understand, people do whatever's right for themselves and for their family. We're not those people that are gonna be like, you're not all elite. You said that you work here. I don't know this person. I don't know this person. Stop me. What I will say is, like, I think the AEW, if we're looking back on it, I definitely think that there were moments in which it should have become clear to AEW that this man should have been a bigger star than he was. That's on you to hold. Like, you can't hold that, man. You can't be mad when people feel like they're not being treated like a star when they are one, and he is one. And so, is it all that surprising to me? No. I think that he will actually do well there. I think if he ends up going, if that's like, what ends up happening, I think that he is well suited for a very bright future, very bright present, and a very bright future. But, and AEW has to look at themselves and say, that one hurts. And I think that I just
yeah, that hurts, man, dog. That one hurts.
I have a tough time though, because I'm like, I don't feel like Lyric was saying, this sudden appreciation for black talent is very convenient. And yeah, like we said, and all these people have been deserving of pushes, have been deserving of TV time, have been deserving of being champions. And yet,
also too, I guess this is a great time to talk about it. There's been a lot of trades and stuff lately. There's been I say trades like it's a real business, but which it feels like it, right? Like, that's what it really feels like, because so many pieces have been moving around. So Andrade is back. Let's start there. We have Jake something is now Jake Doyle, and they put him with Mark Davis to do this Hanson Gordy type tag team. I'm into it.
I'm not into music.
We have the Rascals are now have signed. Who else is signed? They said some indie girl. I don't know her name. You just got Maya World and Hyan. You have Lena Cross allegedly. You signed Steel. Yeah. Persephone and Mascara Dorada have now been signed to dual contracts with CMLL and AEW.
I didn't know that.
That just happened like 30 minutes ago. Yeah, man. Listen, somebody said this. Tony's ability to book big men has been a constant question mark in his bookings for years. So I'm not, like I said, I have nothing to defend about it. Now, I do think that what a lot of people don't realize is he's not old by any means, but compared to some of the other stars that were pushed, Hobbs is a bit older. And I do think that there's a very clear youth movement happening right now in AEW, and it seems like they're investing in like younger performers. Now, is that the complete right approach? I don't think so. I think Hobbs should have been pushed, honestly, first out of especially out of Team Taz, out of him, Hook, and Ricky.
Yeah, like come on.
Yeah, and also too, I wasn't even a Ricky super fan. But if you mean to tell me that the only person we have left out of Team Taz is Hook,
take him too.
took him instead.
2 for 1.
Took him instead.
You know what? Yeah. I mean, I think that realistically, what AEW saw in Hobbs was a top guy, but not the top guy. And if you're Hobbs and you're looking at this and you're saying, I think that I can be the top guy, and they don't see that in me, I understand wanting to make the jump to a certain extent. What I will say is, look, if they got your ass wrestling on Tuesday nights, that is not an improvement.
Right, y'all. And it's getting to the point, and it's not like people be like, oh, you can't shit on people just for leaving AEW. By all means, do it. But do you think that Chris Jericho is going to NXT? No. Did Jade Cargill go to NXT? No. If you going to trade
up. NXT Purgatory is not an improvement.
But it just shows that people they don't got the motion that they seem they do. Like that like like they don't got the type of motion that.
And I think
very few people have that motion with WWE to where you go straight to the main roster.
Yeah. And yeah. I think Hobbs is built and better suited for their main roster. So it wouldn't be the biggest shock in the world to me if they.
No, but here's the thing though. Obafemi just got caught up. They're not putting two niggas on at the same time. They're not.
Well, but here's the thing. We don't know what they'll do right now because they're in this big silent, hey, we need more.
Huh?
They're in this big silent push for black men.
But but what I'm saying is that they occupy the same space, like in the sense.
No, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, these two.
I'm just saying it would not be the biggest surprise to me in the world if we saw Hobbs on SmackDown. But if you're going to NXT, and I think this about most of the people that make the jump from AEW to WWE, NXT is not an improvement. I think you got niggas people like Ethan Page. I am. Your last match in AEW was against Kenny Omega. And then, so that's why I'm like, I
well, they definitely are. Somebody.
Go ahead, sorry.
I was going to say, I'm sorry. I'm reading comments and responding to them without saying what I'm responding to. Nondescript Humanoid said they might be having him fill in for the fact that Femi isn't in NXT, which is nasty. That's the truth. Sean Rossap was saying this on some show. I accidentally caught a clip of the other day, but it was about David Finlay. And he was saying that Finlay, like, you got to think, NXT just got gutted. And all of basically the top male stars got called up, at least like the young, the ones that people actually care about. And so there are so many gaps. They have to refill that entire main event scene. And so, yeah, like they are really boosting up. Like a guy like Hobbs, yes, he at times it might have felt like AEW's main event scene was too stacked for him, but NXT, that he's an immediate title contender tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Now for people, especially for people who've never like reached world title status. Now people like Mariah, it's her life. You know, who was like world champion, like, you know,
you wanted it.
Yeah, like it's her life, you know.
I want it, girl.
Yeah, they cleaned.
That's my overarching point. It's just like, I personally, like, I think that there is a lot. You have a lot more control over your own fate in AEW than you do in WWE. Yeah. WWE will look at you day one or day two and determine what they see for you for the next 10 years, fair or not. And AEW, I think that that's a lot more fluid. So I just think that for the bulk of people making the jump, and obviously there's going to be jump back and forth. Like, I'm not saying there shouldn't be. I'm just like, for the bulk of people making the jump, I think you need to ask yourself, like, do they just see me as Tuesdays? You know? Is there ever any potential? Because yes, we're seeing more, like we're seeing the main event scene from NXT get pulled up now. But like, how often do you see a full, you know, like full NXT grab and we're taking all these people? That's pretty rare nowadays.
Yeah.
And so it's like, you got to be outstanding there to even have a chance. So I don't know. I wish him all the best by all accounts.
I do. Yeah, I don't. That's why even if I feel some type of way, you never ever see me like talk about like, especially Black people who leave AEW crazy just because there's so many other people to ridicule. I'm not. Absolutely. Yeah. We would not.
And hey, business is business. You run yourself like your own personal business. If that's what you feel like is right for you, then you go ahead and you do that. I am nervous for him. That's what I'll say.
Yeah. Just how I am everybody. But I listen, if they book Hobbs versus Obafemi in a pay-per-view main event, I'll be there to see it.
I won't, but y'all have fun.
I mean, I'll watch the video. I'll watch the match back.
I won't, but y'all have fun.
You know, I'll watch it.
Ollie Wrestling had a show tonight. It was called Maximum Carnage.
Maximum Carnage, yeah, that's right. We kicked off with Darby versus Pac. What the fuck was that?
Let me start. I have been telling you bitches about Pac. I've been speaking his name when he was injured and not around. You guys said Pac. I don't see it. I see it.
Ooh, I got a question. I have a question. Dani, who told you that?
The streets and the voices.
I've never seen Pac slander for real.
It was not Pac slander. It was people saying that they didn't see him as like, because one of the things that I said was that when the Death Riders were god awful at the beginning of 2025, I was like, I think all of this would be more compelling if Pac were the leader instead of Mox. I don't think we need a fourth Mox world title reign. And I stand by that because I do think it would have been more interesting. And everybody's, I don't see Pac as a leader. If there's going to be another second leader, it should be Claudio. This is not a knock against Claudio. I'm just telling you that Pac's got it too. Whatever y'all think that these bad bitches have, Pac has it too.
And he was the talker. He could talk.
Yes, and he could talk. And he is one spooky bitch. That's why I'm like, I'm every agenda. You are still there for me, my clients. You know
what I think? I do think that there was a path at one time for Pac to be world champion.
I think so too.
But I do think that his injuries affected. Like, we have to remind ourselves, I love Pac, but he's missed a lot of time, which is also why tonight I think I was so blown away because I'm like, bro, Pac done been injured like a million times since joining AEW, and he never lets that limit his style. Like,
he's got no restraint at all.
He's still committed to wrestling his style, his way. He said, if we die, we die. Whoop de doo.
And you know what? Let me add to that because people are like, oh yeah, that's Darby's philosophy is like, if I die, that's fine. Pac's like, I'll kill us both.
Yes.
I don't give a fuck about neither one of us. How about that? And I don't think a lot of people saw that element of him until recently. It's like, fuck both our lives, actually. Pac did Darby crazy in this match. The way he suplexed him into them steps, I said,
And I know Darby be trying to act like, oh yeah, like nothing hurts me. I'm gonna just walk this off. Nah,
that one hurt.
you gonna feel that one. You gonna feel it.
You gotta play games with me. That one hurt, girl.
That step spot.
That was nasty. And every time they replayed it, I kept being like, oh, okay, so how did he like not, maybe it sounded worse than it was, maybe it looked worse. No, that shit is disgusting. I knew that this match would be really good. I think that, like I said, I also I have this pack sense up here. I knew this match would be really good. I'm very, very happy that it happened and that it happened on Dynamite. I think that we had been doing, like, they did it on a pay-per-view and they did it, they've done a couple renditions of it before. This felt like, along with the rest of the night, I feel like it really was coherent. The one thing I feel about Dynamite tonight was that it was all cohesive.
Yeah.
And that does not often happen with AEW. Outside of the women's division, but I'm going to talk about that. But it felt like we were watching the same product at the beginning as we were at the end. Mm-hmm. And sometimes, baby, that can be a roller coaster. So I loved it. I loved that it kicked it off. I had a fantastic time. Honestly, a match like that, I could watch every day. Like, not that one in particular, but you know what I mean? Like, that dynamic,
yeah.
That viciousness, that stiffness. Yeah. Run that to me.
Nuts. I enjoyed it. These two, y'all shouldn't honestly be allowed to do that again, but that was good.
But please do. Thank you.
Anyway, we had, what was it? Oh, we had Brian Keith. He challenged Hangman Page. Then they did that match. Wait, was that next? Yeah. So they did the Hangman versus Brian Keith. And then towards the end, Big Bill tries to interfere. Swerve comes out of nowhere with a chain. Then I'm not gonna lie, I started getting delirious like from here on out, and then it just kept going trending.
Wait, pause. Before we even get there, because let me say about the match first. I thought the match was super fun. I wish there would have been a graphic for it, just because I feel like we can get the Brian Keith train really rolling.
We gotta build a brand.
Let's go build that brand for me. Thank you, baby. And I really enjoyed the match. I think it's so nice to see them free of whatever the hell Chris Jericho had going on. And before we talk about the best thing to happen to me this week, which was this segment, that's not saying something. It's been a shit week. But can I just remind everybody of that one time where Matt Hardy owned Private Party's contracts? We have some. I gotta say, remind me to say something about Matt Hardy later. Oh, we'll talk about TNA. We'll talk about
yeah.
Don't worry. We'll give him the brief moment. But no, this
somebody gotta get.
That's how I felt. But watching all that bullshit is how I felt with Jericho and Brian Keith and Big Bill, which is like, wow, they just really cannot get out of this. And even after Jericho was off TV, like, it still felt like his ghost.
It was the ghost of Jericho.
Being haunted by the past of Chris Jericho. And tonight felt like we shook it. Tonight felt like something completely different. But also, Swerve came in. First off, I was like, now, why are you even coming to make this? This ain't got nothing to do with you, right? This is fully singles competition. So he pulled up, and I was like, y'all are not a team. Do you guys know you're not
a team? No. I'm entertained. I'm so entertained. Hey, because here's the thing, bro. Swerve be doing that because he really wants Hangman to turn around and be like, oh, thank you. I couldn't do this without you, etc. And here's the thing. He got so close, right? I feel like he got so close. They were clicking. They were standing side by side. They were clicking. They were talking. They were us. He said that. He said us. We're gonna go.
He said that.
He said we're doing so bad. We're so back. We're so up. And then
what's that I hear? It sounds like a goat in the distance.
And unfortunately, I have never Hangman folded so bad.
He's just like,
he started acting like Kenny Omega. Oh my god, Swerve was pissed.
oh,
You know what? Swerve looked exactly like he looked exactly like Ilya, and when they're about a fire. Talk about Rose Landry.
not too gay to fuck Rose Landry. Okay.
I say, yeah, he's just gonna do this for a while. That nigga held the pose the entire segment.
What? He said, what does this have to do with you?
He said, yeah, I'm not impressed. Yeah. So this is Kenny, right? So this is the Kenny you talk about all the time.
Oh, okay. I got your competition on the phone. And you know what?
He was just about to ask Hangman to go after the tag belts. Then suddenly, oh wow, there's your former tag team partner that you won the tag belts with. I said, this is messy.
It's like, it's your current situationship meeting your first love. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, oh wow, neither one of these situations is ideal. But Hangman's sitting in the middle field, love as fuck.
No, this is also, it showed you, bro, Hangman is 100% responsible for the situations he's got himself into.
See what being a whore does?
It's so funny because like we always be like he's done nothing wrong, but like he trusts the most terrible people of like these. They are literally they're fighting over me. No, they're going to both ruin your life. Talk to your therapist.
We've all made bad choices like that before.
I started seeing how this is going to play out. Like, I think this is honestly going to be how Hangman and Swerve fall out again, because Swerve is going to take it too far. And Hangman's going to be like, you can't do to Kenny what you did to me. He's fragile, okay? And he's fighting a lot. And you can't do that. And because you take it too far, Swerve. It's one thing to do it to me, but it's good. Kenny doesn't deserve that, etc. Like, what do you mean Kenny doesn't deserve that?
And the thing about Kenny is like, right? Like, obviously, Kenny will make appreciation section. Kenny
doesn't even be around a lot, but he stirs the pot. Like the way he stirred the pot, I said, "Oh, you know what you're doing."
The thing is, AEW's first terrorist was Kenny Omega. Okay, there have been a lot since. But AEW's first, the root of all evil.
Especially, you got to think of Hangman's evil.
I'm like the root of. If y'all want to say, "Oh, Hangman's the main character," who put him in that position? Who was the first villain? Who
gave him his first real conflict?
Who gave him his first need for a redemption arc? Who sent the bitch to therapy? Hangman did not need SSRIs until Kenny Omega got in his life.
Kenny Omega and Matt Jackson, give him what you own.
Exactly. Master manipulator, okay? Kenny Omega. So don't forget where you came from, girl, okay? Like, and even, it's funny because we do, like, obviously Kenny has been through so much as a person, and that's, like, left us in some interesting spots with him as a character. But, like, literally, for all that we talk about, oh, AEW is Hangman's story, AEW is this, he's like, yes, but why are we in the first place? Who put him there?
He's the catalyst. Kenny is the catalyst.
Absolutely.
He's the catalyst of AEW.
And I've said this a million times over, and I continue to. All roads in AEW, as a consequence, lead back.
This is how I knew. I said, Swerve has to get here eventually, and I didn't know how he was going to get into this eventually, but this was fantastic. It's so funny. By putting Kenny in this exact moment in the show, I completely forgot about the diverticulitis. I will say, I forgot about the illness. I forgot about all of that. It just made sense. It's like, hell yeah. Kenny,
get in there.
I said, yeah, we should be in here.
You know what else about Kenny tonight? You can accuse my goat of
talk.
You can accuse my goat of sometimes he grabs the microphone and I'm like, there's no need to do that today, baby. But it's okay. Like, we get it. Just let the music play. Tonight he felt like he was asking us as the audience to reinvest in him and to be alongside him because this is the push. This is, the thing. And and the crowd, eating out of the palm of his hand. He said, if you still believe, I still believe in God, I do. I believe in you. Kenny, hear me.
You know what's funny? He's saying this, right? And like when Hangman picked up the microphone, I said, I just know he's like, yeah, if you don't, he was like, if you go down this road with me, I thought he was about to be like, yeah, I'm gonna put you out for good. I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm about to do this. And it's so funny because like, bro, Swerve was in the background, like, oh, he's going.
We beat his ass. We better beat his ass. Hangman said, welcome back. Welcome back.
He said, I can't wait for this.
I thought this was up. Nigga talking about I missed you so much. What?
Bro, Hangman is so easily influenced when these men get mind control over him.
Nobody mind control.
It's
what Dr. Omar is all about.
Let's stand up.
You know what? That's part of Hangman's charm is that he's at his core inclined to believe and to see the best in everyone.
I don't think that's true. I think that he sees the worst and he likes it.
Well, you know what? That's the same thing. It's romanticizing the worst. Where you're like, actually,
he knows all the worst things about these people and he chooses them anyway. And you don't know what's worse? I said, like, bro, Swerve is really upset now. Was really gonna make him upset. Like, it was really gonna push him over the edge when Ospreay come back.
Okay, William Peter Charles go come back and make his choice, and y'all gonna see Swerve gonna air this bitch out like you've never seen before, brother.
He's gonna between Hangman and Ospreay. He's gonna. What's so good about Kenny?
He can't be doing you that good.
What's so good about Kenny? Everybody was talking about Omega.
Y'all sound like he laying it down. Who is this man?
Who is he? They said, oh my God. And it's so funny because, bro, why is Kenny beefing with Swerve? When talk about Swerve a foe, y'all was just kicking it at Anarchy in the Arena. What reason?
I don't know. You've literally not spoken since then. What changed? I think Kenny saw the look in his eye and he said, okay.
He saw, bro. He said, He said, now I liked you when you said that you and Hangman wasn't friends like that. We not doing this. He said, we cleaning this shit up. Y'all getting a little too giggly. He said, we clean this shit up.
Everybody's allowed one friend and it's me.
Everybody. He said, all right, run a tight ship, okay? He said, yeah. Ospreay is going to ruin his life.
When William Peter Charles come back and he says, Swerve, you're going to have to wait. I have to do this.
Because, it's going to be, he's going to be like, I love you, brother.
Hey, bro. You know, it's all up between you and I, yeah? We've been for 20 fucking years, bro. 20 fucking years, yeah? You've got to understand me. It's not about you, mate. It's about me. It's my journey. And I've got to go after Kenny. I've got to. This is the story that I've got to end, yeah?
It's gonna be.
But I'll be back for you, bro.
But listen, brother. Under any other occasion, I'd love to main event Wembley Stadium with just you and me, bro. I promise, bro. Any other time, you're my brother. And I love you, bro.
I love you, bro.
Man. But this might be the last
only opportunity.
This might be the last time to ever wrestle one of the greatest wrestlers of all time.
And if you and me, you fucking take it too, yeah?
No, he's gonna be like, do you remember Brian, bruv? Do you remember you versus Danielson, bruv? It had to be him, bruv. And that's why it has to be Kenny. It's got
to be Kenny, man.
If you love me, bruv, you'll stand in my corner.
Interpretations of Ospreay coming back and finding out the whole thing. Right. So
you know what they're gonna do? Well, you know what's gonna be really nasty, ugly, disgusting. And I hope that they do it. I hope they do it just like Omega Okada. In New Japan. I hope they have corners. And I think you should have Swerve and Osprey's corner. And you should have Hangman and Kitty's corner. I should switch. I don't care.
I think that you should have Osprey come back and essentially Swerve, like, that's how Swerve becomes heel again. It's not even because anybody did him crazy. It's just like, why is everybody ignoring me? Huh? Like
no, and we get confirmation on this later in the night because Swerve, you mean to tell me you got bitched by Kenny Omega, but you want to talk crazy to Jet Speed? You want a little bro Jet Speed?
You just got little bro.
And here's
you just got little bro.
I already see that. I already see
that. You want to prove that you're at least a middle sibling. So it happens with me and my sisters. Sometimes my older sister would say something crazy to me, and I would say, you got me. So I gotta go pass that off to my little sister. Like, I can't hold that.
You know what? He's definitely now. I can tell he's going to get caught trying to bring out the dark side of Kevin Knight. It's very clear. And him and Hangman, especially now that they got these trios belts, I'm not into it. It probably seemed like it was going to be, it seemed there probably wasn't much of a plan heading into this, but there's a lot of things they can do with it. Because Hangman's going to try to stop him. He's going to be like, what are you doing? Like, are you trying to, what we're not going to do? You not about to have Big Jet running around here with chains around his neck, randomly choking people out and killing people, okay? We don't do that. This is a classy party.
It's not, though. Hangman, you are also a criminal. But my thing is,
I'm talking about Kevin Knight.
I know. That's why I'm like, but Hangman, you act like you this good influence. Like, you have the same chain. But
he just thinks he's better than Swerve, even though he's been getting activated like the Winter Soldier on command for like the last couple weeks.
That's why I think also, like, because then you have Swerve in Kevin Knight's ear. But Swerve also being like, why didn't Hangman want a team with me?
And you know what, bro? You gonna have Kenny, Messy, Omega, bro. It's gonna be Kenny and Hangman in that locker room. Be like, you don't really trust Swerve, right? He's gonna be like, come on, you're smart. He's gonna say, you're better than this, Finger.
You're better than this, Finger. You really think this guy's your friend?
Oh my God.
Some friend
it was one of those moments, truly, that entire segment, because I am gonna go back and rewatch it after this. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was one of those moments. It's like, y'all got me this year, huh? Like I said.
And it was one of few moments where I feel like there are very few moments in pro wrestling period where I was like, literally nothing else in the world mattered for those couple minutes.
No.
I was like, whoa.
I couldn't tweet. I literally couldn't tweet. And when I did tweet, I made sure it was super composed because the only thing that was coming out of me for a long time was like sounds. And like just sounds. That's it.
And yeah, I think there's a lot of different ways you can go for that. I just think that, again, for as much as I love Kenny Omega, and that's not a secret, as much as I love Hangman Adam Page, never forget who the OG master manipulator of All Elite Wrestling is. It's Kenny Omega. Because he gonna get Hangman's ear and say, he's plotting on you. He's always been plotting on you. He doesn't want the best for you. I want the best for you.
And the worst thing Hangman needs is that nigga Kenny and Swerve start talking. How he get. They gonna be like, how he get. When he gets in his own head, he's his own worst enemy. You got them talking about you. You got them literally.
Are you able to stand up on your own, Hangman? And it's just funny.
Hangman Page, are you a man or are you a mouse?
Or a Muppet?
I heard that pop he got today. He was just so smiley, giggling. I said, you know what?
Today was the best day of Hangman's life.
He act just like me when Kenny come out.
He got a win.
He said, y'all don't
see Kenny.
He said, y'all don't know. Kenny Omega come back tonight. Do you know that?
He's just like me. We got the same Stan account.
He act just like me. I
love him back. And Kenny Omega. Let me add. There's no, I can't think of words big enough to declare the words demon home pussy, because that's what it feels like. This was fully Kenny Omega. Like it was crazy because I like chills ran through my body. I was like, this is what I've wanted. And he's like, no, I am the best in the world, and I'm coming back to fucking get it. And so you know what, bitch, scarf bitch, dust that shit off and hand it right the fuck over. Cause it don't matter. It don't matter. Give that back to the GOAT. Cause yeah, this was, I was like, honestly, and I said this on last episode of Micro Wrestling. I don't see why you reintroduce Kenny to the world title scene if he's not gonna win it.
Especially if MJF has already beaten him once before.
Exactly. For Kenny to get beat clean twice by MJF doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, especially when he has the crowd eating out of the palm of his hand like he does right now.
All I could do was giggle. I said, bro, we so back. I said, we was already having a good time with Kenny little niggas in here. We got his
the feeling.
He was already having a good time. And then suddenly, actual Kenny comes out there with the stars from the house he built with his bare hands. I said, whoa. I started seeing so many visions. I said, I want to see these singles matches. I said, I want to see a 6-man tag. I want to see a 3-way. I said, I want to see here, there, and everywhere. I said, oh,
God.
The Princess Diana of professional wrestling is back in the booth. Everybody tuck your chains. Everybody tuck your chains. Oh, my goodness. Kenny Omega.
Everybody should be scared.
You looked fantastic.
We love you. You sounded great.
We love you. You sound great. You're locked in. You're ready to go. I already know. I just have no doubt in my mind whatsoever. You are about to have the craziest year. Your redemption story back to the world title is going to be the only reason that I can't say that, but you're going to keep me alive this year. I can feel it.
No pressure.
No pressure whatsoever. The world sucks right now. And I want you to know you are holding so many of us fragile of your hand.
So don't let it go, girl.
But nobody else could hold us like you do. Nobody. Oh my gosh, Kitty.
Yeah, incredible live show charisma.
Kenny Omega, you just don't know. If this is the last run, we gonna ride this till the wheels fall off. Anything you tell us to be, now you're gonna have to start in your promos. You be like, be there. No, okay. You can have my life savings or whatever. Well, I don't think I have one of those, but still, like, you can have whatever.
Truly, any directive coming from Kenny Omega.
Like, I think we really gonna have to go to Vancouver, bro.
I don't want to go to fucking Canada.
Me neither. But unfortunately, bro, Canada's been on a roll. Hey, Canada's on a roll right now. Canada's on a roll.
Yep, Canada. You know what I just found out?
What?
They still answered like the fucking king.
Yeah, they're part of the
Commonwealth. I
Commonwealth.
didn't know that shit. I thought I'm not.
They're part of the Commonwealth, yeah.
I what?
They're part of the Commonwealth, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. In big 2026?
Yeah.
Hello, you're Canada. I just, you know what? I don't love America, but like, I'm not gonna say Canada stand up, but like, stand up.
Honestly, it's just at this point, I'm gonna be honest. That's probably one of the only reasons why the U.S. hasn't gotten trigger happy to try to go invade Canada or something like that.
You just fucking jinxed it. Now watch next fucking week.
No. Here's the thing. Like, the UK is like one of the only countries that the US would never turn on.
Yeah, you say that. Well, historically, but these people don't care.
Sure.
Anyway, shout out Canada, I guess. Answer to the King is crazy though. I didn't even know. I was, God's honest truth. I was reading fan fiction, and they're like, "Oh yeah, the Crown." I was like, "The Crown of Canada."
Well, Canada's true king is Shane Hollander, but that's a whole nother conversation. Also, too, there's so many people on this roster that act like Shane Hollander, but that's another conversation we're gonna have.
Like who?
We talked about a few already.
Hangman.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
At least he's really good at wrestling. You know.
True.
What, what else happened on this show?
Oh, then Josh Alexander came out, and we're gonna do that.
Oh yeah, that is.
I'm
Hey,
right now.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Josh Alexander. I respect you, my brother, because I'm gonna be honest. I never thought you was gonna get the singles match. I just knew. So I just knew that you were never getting that singles match, but you are. So consider me surprised. All right. Next.
I'm gonna be there. Kenny gonna be there, but Kenny, we gonna have to get selective about these choices, baby.
I'm gonna be honest. Now, after this, we wrestling stars.
Yes.
If you back, you back.
Yes. Baddest heifers on the floor. Don't send the Don Callis B team. Come on.
I'm gonna be honest. We need him to wrestle Kyle, and then he need to wrestle Kyle and Andrade. Hopefully, that's the only reason why we still even talking to the Don Callis family right now.
That's what I'm hoping, because somebody tweeted like they've been doing this since the Biden administration. I think they've been doing this since the last Trump administration.
That's
oh
crazy.
My god, bro.
Yeah. What else happened? Oh, we had the 4-way tag team match. Jet Speed versus Young Bucks versus GOA versus Davis and Doyle. This was amazing. Oh, go ahead.
I really liked this match. It was a little bit. I felt like the timing of it was a little bit weird at points. I think it's partially because you have GOA and Davis and Doyle who move at a different pace than Jet Speed and the Young Bucks.
Agree.
So there were moments where I was like, oh, I don't feel like we're all on the same page yet. I don't think that makes the match bad.
No, I think
it just did stand out to me.
We probably could have done better off as a mini tournament, like, Jet Speed versus Young Bucks versus, and then having GOA versus Davis and Doyle. But like, I agree, it wasn't the best multi-man match, but it was still enjoyable. I still had a great time.
I agree. Davis and Doyle. If that music is not changed by fucking Saturday, I'm storming the ring. I'm storming the Capitol. I'm storming everything you can storm. That I'm not even somebody that's like, oh, like this music is bad. That was one I was like, oh, you just fucking around.
You actually are a person who constantly says music is bad, but it's okay.
No, listen. There are people who come on here and that's all they have to say is AEW's music always sucks. No, what I hate is change, for the most part, and this music in particular, and this obviously was new. This I was like, oh, this is atrocious.
I will say, I like everything else from their presentation is great.
I agree.
I like Black Trunks. I even love their Titantron. It's very old school.
I agree.
Reminds me of Stan Hansen and Terry Gordy. Yeah, I can deal with a music tweak. I actually have no problem with them winning this match. I hope they take the belts off FTR.
No, not I hope. They need to take the belts off FTR.
Correct. So yeah, I'm into it.
I've made a call. It will be happening.
Oh, also before that, Brody King had a squash match. I don't know, y'all. And you think Brody gonna turn?
Yeah. I don't want it. I don't want it at all.
Here's the thing. Here's my logic, right? Think about how many. There's a lot of turns that have been teased, and they haven't really delivered them. And but that also kind of scares me that this will be the one that they do. Because think about it. Death Rider still haven't turned on Mox. Stat never turned on Willow again. Who else? Don Callis family still hasn't turned on Takeshita.
They tease Jet Speed sometimes. Yeah.
I think that I'm starting to think this roster is just passive aggressive. Like everybody, that's how they show love. Like even.
Yeah.
And I honestly feel like it's Hangman and Swerve's fault. They cursed the roster to constantly live in that constant state of, oh, who knows? Anybody can kill me at any time.
I think that I don't want it to happen because I really love this pairing. I think at this point though, right? Like, what are we doing with it? Like if they're not gonna be in the tag division and they're just gonna be like friends. And we talked about what does AEW need? Heels. AEW needs heels at the moment. So, like, you know,
what that just made me think of?
what?
Turning Kevin Knight heel and turning Kyle Fletcher face. I think would be really interesting.
I wouldn't.
Why?
I wouldn't right now.
I mean, I'm not saying right now, but I'm trying to. Something's happening soon. I think we haven't seen Kyle. The Swerve Kevin stuff intrigues me, and also too, I guess I thought the fact that we're introducing a new team into the mix makes me feel like Jet Speed winning the belts isn't as close as I thought.
I agree with that. I would say I don't want to see Kevin Knight heel right now for a couple of reasons. One, I'm gonna be real and be like, why can't we ever just have like, or not ever? Why can't we just have like a super over black baby face? You know,
That's
like
fair.
why does everybody have to be a heel in order to, in order to get gold in AEW?
At least on the men's side,
yeah. I think it's different on the women's side, but so part of me is just like I'm having a really jovial time watching this black babyface organically get over, organically be appreciated, and people want to see him pushed to the top the way that he is now. I do think obviously like you've got to find him some storylines to get engaged in, and I understand like that inevitably most of the time leads to somebody turning heel. Like of course it does. I just like right now like I would
maybe he doesn't even have to turn as part of all this. What's going on?
That's what my hope would be, but it's not the end of the world. It's just one of those things that I'm not eager to see it yet.
That's fair. Next we had also we had the trios match. Women's trios match. Can I say something?
Please.
I like seeing many of these people on my screen week to week.
Not together. Oh, sorry.
Not together. Yeah. Not together. And we've gotten to the point kind of with the Stat Willow Harley thing is just like the visual of you is great, right? With all the belts. We don't need that every week, especially when you have 3 sets of titles and none of you have scheduled defenses. That's what bothers me. Just, these the purpose of these belts is supposed to extend the amount of time for women on screen. Putting them all in one segment in one match doesn't do that. We don't know, and specifically for the TBS championship, because at least Stat is going to defend at every pay-per-view, right? The TBS championship has not had a legit chaser in months, including Willow. Like Willow literally got a match and the next week was champion.
Yep.
Now she's the only person who can get away with that.
Absolutely.
Nobody else on the roster could do that, except for maybe Tony. That's it.
Yeah. I completely agree with you.
And the tag belts, come on.
Yeah, we're not even doing tag matches.
And tag matches.
And look, I said this off rip, but like it feels, in addition to all of the issues that you've just laid out, it also feels very corny. All of it. It feels very, very corny.
Can I say something else?
Please.
This very much feels like a vehicle to get Harley over.
It does.
Literally by association.
Yes. And we've said it before, but like she's not a peer to those other 2 women. She's not. And that's not a knock on her, but like stop trying to make it seem like she is. She's not.
And I think she's not the only one in that match of just kind of this is the problem when you put all the belts together, and then AEW's women's division does not have a mid card. So now we have it seeming Like Sisters of Sin and Harley Cameron are on each other's level. Chris, Willow, Declan, that's another level. You know? And I'm not, but like stars should be wrestling stars much more often. And I get it that we're trying to pull a whole bunch of other people up. But in the meantime,
we haven't cemented those other titles enough to be reaching back. You know what I mean?
Like, and also too, ring ability does need to be a deal breaker.
Yes.
It should.
I will say, like, honestly, this episode of Dynamite as a whole felt like, to me, like older school AEW. Not at the very beginning, but like
I agree.
And I don't mean
it felt like that.
And it was really good when it was good. And then you had the women come out and it felt like we didn't care. It felt like nobody cared what was happening in the and that the booking of all of these titles has been dog shit. And if you want people to care about these titles, which they should, because they're being held by incredible wrestlers. Willow is incredible. Stat is incredible. If you want those titles to be well respected, you've got to respect them yourself. You don't respect those belts. You don't. And I said it on BG Dub, but like, why is it even with Stat? Like, okay, now it looks like Stat's next challenger is going to be Thekla. Like, okay, cool, whatever. As the world champion, that should be the focus. It should be everybody wants to be world champion. There should be a line at the door to try to challenge Stat. And there's not, because you have written yourself into a corner because you're more preoccupied with trying to make Harley Cameron a superstar than you are with working the superstars you already fucking have. Right. And if you compare it directly to the men's division, okay, MJF tonight, he had his bout with Bandido, but now he's also got, who else is circling for that title? Kenny Omega, Hangman Adam Page, Swerve Strickland, Samoa Joe. All those people lined up for a title shot. Where is Chris Statlander's line? There's no line because you're spending all of your time throwing her in there with other shit to make it stick at the wall. And it's like, that's not fair. And the same thing with Willow.
You know what it reminds me of? It's literally the equivalent of when they're constantly throwing Hook in this Hangman Swerve stuff. And it's these are world champion level people. This is not their peer. You should never be presenting Hook as an equal to either of these guys. They should never be having 50-50 matches. They should never be wrestling for 20 minutes at a time. You know, like they're not equals. And when you do that, one, you set the talent that you're trying to get over up for failure, because people are like, why are they not that good? You know, and you set them up for a lot of criticism.
And for another uphill battle of something they've already fought and won.
And then two, you make the other talent around them, the better talent, look fucking crazy.
Yeah.
We have a super chat. I forgot we still get these.
Oh, geez. You want my kidney?
Oh, well, you sure are so fun. LaRon Ford sent us $10. Thank you very much. I'm going to need Tony Khan to do a much better job booking the women's division in 2026. And we're not off to a great start. And that falls at the feet of the booker.
100% agree. 100% agree. And the frustrating part to me as a viewer is that, like I said, this felt like old school AEW, except we're not old school AEW anymore. You not only do you have the talent in the women's division, you have stars. You have stars. You have superstars that people want to pay to fucking see. And you're throwing them out there and booking them like it's 2019 again. And it's not. The dentist is not here. That's Chris Statlander. Sorry.
No, that's real. Yeah.
So this match was a chop. Next.
And yeah, Viva Van has been signed for a year and can't get on TV. Zeta Steele has been here for a cup of coffee and already has a match booked on Collision this week.
Well, you're not wrong.
It's something about never mind.
Everybody dye your hair blonde.
What to do? Next we had I already talked about Swerve trying to little bro jet speed, and then Hangman coming out of nowhere said, forget what he's talking about. Let's go get in, losers. We're gonna win the tag titles. I mean the truth titles.
Didn't even ask.
They always try to one up each other. It's just like, yes. Swerve thinks he's your friend. I can actually do much better.
I can get you on the show on Saturday. How about that?
Huh? Yeah, because my friend showed up back to work today. You know my friend, my good friend Kenny Omega. Have you ever heard of him? Do you know him? You know my friend Kenny Omega.
But yeah, he didn't even ask Jet Speed. He said we gonna get those trios belts. And now that we know Hobbs is leaving, they're gonna get those trios belts.
Yeah. Damn, Hobbs is leaving.
Yeah, that one's rough.
Yeah, man.
Who can we offer in exchange?
Hook. Well, it's not.
That's not a fair trade.
Who would I give up? I think I could give up. I'd give up a package of people if that makes sense.
Absolutely.
Hook, the Acclaim. They
would be better suited over there anyway.
Yeah.
And I'll throw in Chris Jericho for good measure.
Oh yeah, Hangman, you need an international title one. Go get that belt from Okada, big dog. Yes, it's actually Hangman. I have a plan. We're going to get you. We're working on that Grand Slam agenda.
Oh, absolutely.
We're working on that Grand Slam agenda. So we got to get you some more belts on you. Working on it. Swerve, you need to be doing the same. Honestly, it's enough belts to go around.
I was gonna say Hangman and Swerve. Everybody put your boots on, right? Because we're working. We're working, man.
These Grand Slams, brother.
Yeah. Just get ready, all right?
I'm trying to think.
Clear.
So who's there? So yeah, MJF has world title and international title. Hangman has world title and tag titles.
I thought you meant currently. I was like,
no. I'm just talking about in their Grand Slam competition. I mean agendas.
Kenny.
Yes, Kenny has all of them. Kenny's had every belt except for the
national title.
Yeah. Well, the national title no longer counts.
Well, I could though. That's what I'm like. Do we know that?
I think the real Grand Slam. They had already acknowledged him as the AEW's first Grand Slam champion before the national title was created. So no takesies backsies. Kenny has. Yeah, so Hangman and Swerve both have the world title and the tag titles. Kenny has had the world title, international title, tag and trios.
And TNT.
No, he's never had TNT.
Is that not what Christian Cage beat him for?
No. That was the TNA championship.
Was it?
Yes, it was the Impact World Championship back when they were partners with Impact.
Then how was Kenny Grand Slam World Champ? Or Grand Slam Champ?
Because he had a top mid-card belt, the world title belt, tag and
I know, but that's not all of them. I'm like, I thought he had all of them. Maybe you have a better memory than me. I probably.
The people said that he's a Grand Slam champion, so he's a green.
Oh, okay. Hey, who am I to argue with the people?
But like they did with John Cena, we should clean all of them up before the end.
Sure.
Because John Cena, I did like that nice touch of having him win the Intercontinental belt on the way out. Who else? Let me see.
Gee, wait, Lyric, we have another super chat.
Oh, we have another super chat.
Yay, guys! Thanks.
Oh my God! Thanks,
guys. My kidney to everyone who.
$5 from Birds of Prey. It's been 7 years and I still can't get 4 weekly women's matches. This is so ass, bro. Don't even get me started on the Joshi disappearance. Some conversations gonna have to be had. I'm not gonna lie to you. I hate being as men. I'm very. How do I say this? Men should never be outdoing women. In the sense of, I am so checked out of the women's division right now. I feel bad about it.
And I don't want to be.
Like, the men should not be more interesting than me. They're having a diva off right now, and the girls are losing. And Mercedes off TV right now, and Tony's not even in the women's division right now. Like, I hate that this is Tony's fault, right? This is Tony's fault. But I fear the lesson he's going to learn from this is that the rest of the girls can't handle it, and we just gonna revolve the world around Tony and Mercedes again. And I don't think that that's the answer.
No, that's not the lesson to be learned here. The lesson to be learned here is
Set them up for
you can't care some of the time. That's the lesson to be learned
and
here.
also, you have to give these girls a legitimate shot. There's no reason that Harley Cameron should be pushed harder than Chris and Willow.
No, or even the same. No, and I think I don't want to say the first mistake, but the most evident recent mistake was that Willow and Harley should not have won those tag titles.
I agree.
And then
Tony and Mina should have won them.
Huh?
Tony and Mina should have won them.
Oh, absolutely. Because now you've got Mina running around getting flowers from people, and you're doing corny ass storylines. It doesn't feel like the same company that had a phenomenal women's blood and guts earlier in 2025. It doesn't feel like the same division. There's no intensity at all. There's no dead set bloodlust. There's no real pursuit. And it's a result of your shitty writing and your shitty booking.
And Megan Bayne on Collision.
And Megan Bayne on Collision. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Megan Bayne is on Collision. And I think also, too,
Megan Bayne on Collision, Julia Hart on Dynamite. Hello?
Mercedes and Tony are amazing stars, but yes, you do have to push your homegrown star should feel just as big as them. At least one of them. At least one.
And the thing is, like, Willow, we've said it before, one of the most consistent pops in the company and has been for years. It's not about getting Willow Nightingale over at this point. It's not about that. It's about what do you do now? And you've never had an answer to that question. And so we hoped maybe that when you would finally put some gold on her and recognize, the amazing work that she's been doing, that would lead to some direction. But it fucking hasn't. It hasn't.
I think
damn ass title reign.
It's the same thing that happened with Hangman. It's just this person is
shut up now.
Huh?
I was gonna say it's here, damn. Like that gonna shut the fans up now.
It's not even that. It's just like, yes, these people are going to stay over regardless, but do people see them as winners? We like them, but do we see them as winners? Like this time last year, the way that we was talking about Hangman fans were talking about Hangman, it was disgusting. Loser. Look at this loser. Potential man. This is potential man. We was talking about him crazy, and that was
Don't say we.
That was what's that? I said it. I said he's never gonna win anything. I didn't say that. I was delusional, and I tried to hold on, but some of my sisters had given up. But at the same time, I just always being a Hangman fan is not for me, bro. Like watching every single match with a pit in your stomach. He about to lose to the world.
That's not normal.
He about to lose, isn't he? He about to lose, isn't he? Like that MJF feud, I just knew he was gonna lose. Ospreay, I just knew it. I said, Mox, they gonna do it to him. Oh my God. I said they gonna
Hangman, it's not just that you think he's gonna lose, you're like, they're also gonna kill him. It's not just, he's gonna get pinned. No, you're also gonna get hog-tied. Somebody gonna stab him in the middle of the ring. That's what it's like to be a Hangman fan. You bring a first aid kit to every because you're like
it's never just the loss, bro.
It's never just the loss. It's either crippling humiliation rituals or you're truly like you're getting stabbed
every time, and it got so nasty to the point to where I just need people to know him winning the Owen healed something in me that I didn't know could ever be fixed. And him winning it all in, it renewed my lease on life. And it's not about him particularly. It's just I just needed to
hope.
Yes, my entire sense of hope was fucked. Like especially like this stuff that they do with Kenny right now. Don't get me wrong. Obviously, I wanted him to go on a crazy run this year, but I did not expect like getting to January, balls to the walls. Kenny will make back. Don't make me hope, bro. Like this is all I have.
If you don't mean it, don't say it.
This is all I have.
It's like when your ex says "I love you." It's like if you don't mean it, don't say it. Like what? Why pull me back into this with this hope of something that could be if you don't mean it?
I don't even have one of those actual personal anecdotes. I'm just thinking of like
Not
Hawkeye.
a personal anecdote.
I'm thinking of Hawkeye and Endgame when they had to come find him after he was just killing niggas.
Can I say something controversial?
What?
I don't give half a fuck about Hawkeye. Who cares?
I was always a big Hawkeye fan. I'm not gonna lie.
Why? That's the lamest one you could have picked.
The reason why I was is because I thought that it was really cool that somebody without enhanced abilities was being able to perform on a level of people who did.
But he didn't, though. He was not performing on those levels at all. He was just there.
Okay.
I hire.
Next we had MJF versus Bandido. That was the main event.
This match was great. Big Bandido, come to the front. Come to the front. We love you, but you knew that. This match was great. I thought it was super fun. I thought it was really upbeat. I mean, the thing with Scarf is that when he puts his boots on, which the part of the problem is that that's too rare. Is like we're not seeing that enough. When he puts his boots on and is actually locked in, tapped in, he's very good at his job. And he was that tonight. I think also like he has demonstrated like a real good ability to work with luchadors. I think that's like a hidden strength of his. And you tweeted about it, but like even his time in CMLL, like it was like, wow, this is really working for whatever reason. And that was, of course, in terms of building the match, but like also the match itself. This just bell to bell. This was fun. I had a great time. I thought Bandido looked fantastic. And MJF was also there.
Yeah, no, this was really great. Yeah, Max, you're on a good run of singles matches. Your last 3 singles matches, well, not the squash, but pretty damn good. They had me the first, huh?
Just put those boots on.
You just got arrested. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know what to tell you, brother.
And you saw how great it was to have a clean finish.
Yeah, that was.
It was so fun. That was so refreshing.
That was something else too, and I think that was honestly like that really. That's what's been missing a lot, and it's like, okay, fine. Sometimes he's a heel, obviously, so like sometimes retreat to win. He's dastardly, he's scary, he's like whatever. But you're also world champion, right? Like you should have a little bit of that dog in you, and you should be able to tap niggas out, people out.
I think also too of just, and I've said this before, a second title reign is different from that first one, right? Like that first one, it was very cheeky. Yeah, we cheat to win. You know, I poke all the formulaic of just at this point now, you are being 100% judged for your own actions. You are a 2-time AEW World Champion, and you are a homegrown, champion. You need to lead. Even as a heel, there's leadership still in that. And
you're on your own, with the target on your back. So I really thought that it was good of them on commentary. I think it stood out when they kept saying Bandido was the best in the world last year. Nobody had a better year than Bandido, which is 100% true. But I also think that it like putting Bandido over on commentary and then having MJF beat him clean. I think that for as much as Bandido, you will be world champion.
Yes.
I have a plan for you. You just got to stick with me, brother. But for as much as, some of us were hoping that would happen, I think that having MJF win, having him win clean, and having him be able to say, oh, that guy, that's the one you said had the best 2025, because I just, that nigga knocked out.
I think also, too, of just, how to say it, one thing, it helped MJF in the sense that something he's been battling, I would say, over the last 3-ish years of his career is the notion that what maybe 4, nobody comes out of a feud with him looking better than they did than when they started. Yeah. That everybody, when he wrestles somebody, they either lose momentum or they spiral. And I think that he's kind of carried that. Now, sometimes it's his fault and sometimes it's not. But that has kind of been that stigma. And that's why I specifically said how MJF Bandido goes is going to set the tone for his entire reign. That's going to tell you what kind of champion he's going to be this time around. If it goes bad, the shit is going to suck. But if it goes well, I think that he's going to actually do some real good this summer. I think that he could. He definitely has the capacity for it.
In this brief title reign, because you will be passing that over. Thank you.
At Vancouver.
Yes. No, I agree. I mean, I think that it's been a lot better. You know, I feel like a lot of we've talked about it on this show before, but a lot of the criticisms leveled against him recently, there hasn't been nearly as much to say. You know?
And trust me, I've been looking.
Oh, absolutely. I love to hate. I want, you know. Somebody said, why does his barber hate him? That's between him, his barber, and God. I don't. Man, that one render that he's going like this, he looks like a sneaky little mouse.
He looks like handsome Squidward.
I've never seen SpongeBob, so
yeah. Well, there's a. Hold on, I gotta show you this.
Y'all think that's on purpose, or you think he just like that? You think he just look like it?
I think he laughs at his own joke sometimes, but
I'm like, but sometimes people don't know that we're laughing. Like, do you know we think that's a joke?
Do you really want me to answer that? No, it's not. No. Hold on, I'm gonna show you.
Oh yeah. I wish we could pull up a side by side, but no, that's pretty accurate.
That'll do it. Yeah,
that'll do it.
And it's funny. This isn't the first time that I've used the handsome Squidward reference to AEW. I don't know if you remember this, but 2 years ago, or was it? Yeah, it was 2 years ago at Wrestle Dream, and on the flyer, they were putting these crazy filters on everybody's faces. Like, there was a Willow versus Mariah graphic, and I said, why does Willow look like that? Like, but the worst one was Swerve. Swerve looked like handsome Squidward.
I only remember it vaguely.
I need to find it, like Wrestle Dream 2024 matches, because it was kind of crazy, and I just don't understand. What was it? Okay, I'm gonna show you.
You have a much better memory than me, because if you asked me what was on Wrestle Dream.
I do. No, I really do have.
If you asked me what was on Wrestle Dream 2 years ago, I'd look you dead in the face. I don't.
When I have and this is the reason why I remember is because it was so crazy. Like,
oh yeah, that's.
Will it look like that Janet Jackson meme? You know, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
What was that? Who did Swerve wrestle? Who did Swerve wrestle?
I can't see this one. Like, get Chris Jericho out of my face, bro. Nice package.
Bro, Hangman lost to Jay White on this card. I'm sick.
Oh, brother. See, here y'all go again. Jay White.
Swerve. No, not this one. Oh, yes. Look.
Oh.
Look.
Why do you look like that?
Like, why? Look at this mug off. Oh, my God.
I was going to say.
What was he
that
mugging?
Contour is crazy.
Crazy. They airbrushed everybody down crazy. That was nuts. But yes, MJF, you have survived another
survived in advance,
and now you still always
you see that line at the door. Your time's running out.
Absolutely. I'm trying to think. Last but certainly not least, let's talk about TNA.
That is least. Sorry.
Matt Hardy. You got up there unprovoked and you told people that TNA about to be the number 2 promotion in the world.
Mind you, not nobody worked there.
And my thing is, I feel like y'all poked the bear with Tony because I don't even think he wanted all these people for him.
I don't think so either. Just to remind you that I could.
He just wanted to prove
Big Mama.
He could. Big Mama. Big Mama. Big Mama. He just wanted to prove to y'all that he still could pull them. He slapped that contract in front of these people's face. I said, "Oh my God!" They talk about. It's so funny. They drew that graphic up on Canvas so quick. Canvas so quick. The Rascals from AEW. The Rascals. All of
them. Okay.
I said, "Do we need them?"
Doesn't matter. You got them.
Said who? Oh my goodness! When I saw last week, it said Jake something. I said, "Whoa!"
Which I'm really glad about. I'm like,
no. This, I mean, made perfect sense, and I think where they put him immediately, perfect sense. But still, it's just the point. It's like it's people getting signed that ain't
market. Yeah,
it's people getting signed that ain't never been signed
before.
What in the TV gang wars is going on?
TNA on AMC starting tomorrow. You gonna watch it?
Dani.
I just thought I would ask. You watch a lot of wrestling. I don't know.
Don't ever disrespect me like that again. I'm gonna do something.
I don't know.
Now, when have you ever heard me talking about? Yeah. I just watched that Impact last night. They're like, no.
It happens. I don't know. Guys, I'll watch it and I'll report back. Okay.
She's a liar.
No, I will not. Well, actually, no. It airs the same time as 911. I will watch it. I will report back, and I will watch it. Honestly, the good thing I guess is that I don't know almost anything about TNA anymore. I will watch it as a first-time viewer, their TV debut, and I'll report back so that you guys don't have to.
When they said that Leon Slater wasn't going to be there, I said, well, neither am I.
Yeah, that was the one. I was like, he's the only person I know.
He's the only one I know.
He's not here.
So,
why didn't you want to see me with them?
WWE done snatched him up, so it's just kind of like, whoop-de-doo.
Whoop-de-fucking-doo.
I'm still sad about that, but I understand.
Yeah.
You can't let nobody like him walk away without a contract, but still. Yep. I just wish,
man. You're not walking out that door, brother.
I just felt Will Ospreay could have handled this.
And you know what, William Peter Charles, we are holding that against you.
You could have handled this.
Why all your white friends got contracts?
All right. All right. No. Is there anything that you like to plug?
I don't know anymore. Semi-new episode of Black Girl Wrestling, all about my 2026 AEW wish list and 2025 review. And there'll be a new episode of Black Girl Wrestling every 2 weeks at least. But I'm trying to do every week. So guys, make sure you subscribe to Black Girl Wrestling. And I also announced today that the final part of the Ospreay project, it will be out on Zane Day, March 25th, and it will include absolutely everything, a full case study of his career, an anthology of his best and worst matches, and major storylines, major everything. So if you thought part 1 was thorough, oh brother. That's all. They're sweating over to you.
Sorry, I'm going through the timeline right now. It's getting so nasty, bro. Tony, listen, I will say, Tony Khan, you've come a long way as a businessman, because when you know that it's about to be some crazy big shifts happening, no, you're not letting yourself get caught off guard. You signing people too. They signing your people. Well, we signing new people too. Cool. In the middle of the night, because why are we dropping a Persephone All Elite graphic at midnight?
Whoa.
This is so.
He said, guys, don't be mad. Please don't be mad.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is crazy.
I didn't see nothing. Now I
Hey,
don't want
oh
to.
my God. Jalen, your tweet of your tweet saying Swerve seeing Hangman smile with all 32 of his teeth when Kitty got in the ring. And it's that picture of Shane when Ilya started talking about Solana.
Exploding you with his mind.
Bro, that's literally exactly what happened. I think that's why I just wanted to cry. That's so funny. Alrighty. Well, you can find me at Lyric Wrestling. I need to get back in the swing of things. I will. I've just been so frazzled lately. So I've been traveling a lot. Lots of cool things happening. Yay.
You're so rich.
No, I'm not rich at all.
So
That's why I literally have to eat noodles until the reimbursement check comes from those fights.
Really?
For work. My Strict Page is my personal heated ride. Isn't it all, guys? You know, it gets to that point. They were here first. I digress. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We will see you next week.
maybe.
And
You remember when MJF was on Black Girl Wrestling and he was like, "Who knows? Maybe somebody shoots me." I've been saying that so much, and people don't think it's funny. I'm like, no, it's a reference. Like, that's like when you said that, I was like, who knows?
he sure did say that, bro.
Like, why did he say that?
I was like, what are you trying to say? Do you think we're gonna do it? Should we?
All right. Hey, yo. All right. Good night.
It's just a question. Just a question. I was just wondering, like, why would you say that? Like, why would you say that? Was I supposed to respond and say, like, that can be right?
So he kept talking. He's like, maybe somebody shoots me. It is Texas, Dani. You know, they're not very educated. I was like, oh.
I think I specifically said, like, I think you need to stop. You know, don't say that. Like,
I don't know. Everybody said now it's bedtime. All right, that's enough.
Good night.